Over the next series of lessons, we're going to be looking at economy picking. Now, rather than me sit here and explain what economy picking is, it's best if we just zoom in and I can give you a demonstration first of all. Okay, so I'm going to take a 16th note lick. I'm using a hybrid of the D blues scale with the D Dorian mode. So I'm going to play the lick first of all, only using alternate picking. Just very slowly, or quite slowly. So you've got the flat and fifth in there. Otherwise it's essentially Dorian, if D is our root note. So just going through this one string and one fret at a time. On the G string we've got 10, 12, 13. And then we move on to the B string and we play 10, 13, 12, 10. And then finally 13 on the G before the whole lick cycles around again. So we've got again, this is just alternate picking. You may notice, unless you are one of these very lucky people, well not lucky, but someone who's put a lot of time and practice into alternate picking, you know, and you can pick like Paul Gilbert and just, you know, really kind of play with maximum accuracy. You will find that once you get over the initial kind of hurdles of economy picking, because it will be weird to begin with, you'll find it's an easier way of playing fast because you've got maximum efficiency. The problem with alternate picking is I'm picking down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, hence alternate picking. But when I cross strings, you see, I go down, up, down, the pick's travelling this way, and then I have to meet the B string with an upstroke. So it's going. There's a lot of pick movement when you cross strings. So basically we've got down, up, so the pick has to travel over to the next string there, and then we go down, up, down, the pick's travelling downwards, but in order to get onto the G string I have to meet it with an upstroke there. So I'm kind of exaggerating the movements at the moment, you know, you're not really going to kind of go, the pick's not going to travel all the way down here just to kind of hop back to the G string there, but it does pose quite a few problems. Because obviously you can, you know, pick quite fast on just one string or on just one note, but it is the crossing of strings that is sometimes a hurdle for a lot of guitar players. But if we still use alternate picking for the first three notes, so we're going down, up, down. Now if I go over to the B string, you have to watch this very carefully. So I'm going down, up, down. I play another downstroke when I go onto the B string. Now that downstroke, it's kind of like a classical rest stroke. The pick is falling onto the B string. So we don't lift the pick out of the string and then pick with a downstroke, because that kind of defeats the purpose of economy picking. But we go down, up, down, let it kind of drop. Takes a bit of practice first of all. You might just want to play those four notes to begin with, just to get yourself into the swing of things. Now if you're familiar with sweep picking, you may already be quite comfortable with this technique, because it is where alternate picking and sweep picking kind of cross over. So we're going down, up, down, down again, down, up, down, and just let it drop. Then we continue to pick. We're going up, down, up. Okay, so we've got down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Now, when we go over to the G string, we want to play another upstroke. And again, you're just dragging the pick. You're sweeping it across the strings. You're not lifting the pick out of the string. So we're going down, up, down, down, up, down, up, up, again. And that is so much more efficient when you compare it to alternate picking, unless you're, you know, a very fast alternate picker to begin with. But once you get used to the initial kind of stickiness, you can get it quite fast. So, you know, if I just add some gain to that. So that's the basic principle of economy picking. So hopefully you should come away from this with a whole bag of licks that will enable you to shred the night away and just whittle away to your heart's content. Now, a lot of these examples are going to be based around the D Dorian mode and also the D blues scale. Later on we're going to look at a few other licks that some of them are going to be in E minor pentatonic and E Dorian, and that's more for ease of you know, stretching, etc. But let's get tuned up and we'll get started with the first exercise. There are countless licks that you can incorporate into your own playing and have a whole bunch of fun with.